Yo.
Hey, yo.
How's it going, guys?
Where were you yesterday? We
All
couldn't
right.
find you. We nearly called the police on you.
Not saying.
I know. Don't worry. I already knew the answer. Silence is admission.
Silence is.
Or bliss, whichever you like.
Yeah, I could tell you, but I'd have to silence you, you know.
Oh, yeah, right. The whole 007 thing.
Mhm.
It's all good.
No can do.
Hey, well, let's just put up with some housekeeping stuff as we do. Just give me a moment. We are definitely streaming on YouTube. I think I just last checked. Twitch, Periscope, Dailymotion. Odyssey doesn't do live, so I'm just trying to upload all the episodes. It's very buggy, that. But we'll just try and persevere and get the channel working out there.
Yeah.
Okay, so HexAsians, do not give financial advice. Please do your own research. We're just people who don't know what they're talking about. Do not follow what we do. Everything is just for entertainment, educational purposes only. Anything else to add, boys?
Nope. Not at all.
Spot on. Okay. Yeah. And for algo's sake, let's just put this on.
Good evening.
Yeah.
Yes. Good morning.
Selamat malam, petang. Suging son. What's Suging Sonten? Okay.
I forgot. I should. I actually want to automate this. I will find a way to automate this and get the audio working. And that will happen every single time we come on stream, so that'll be good. And let's bring up Crypto King. Yo.
Boom. What's up, fam?
Crypto King.
Thank you for joining us. Welcome. Good to see you, Kevin. Vince, middle class. What's going on, brothers?
Yeah. It's good to see you, man.
Good to see you, man.
Yeah.
Yes.
I just saw a tweet. I just saw a tweet from Richard Hart. He just released a tweet 5 minutes ago, so check it out.
Okay.
He's talking about the Calix says transactions should cost less than 5 cents. And Richard says, I agree. I'm forking Ethereum to help get the Ethereum transaction fees down.
Did you guys? Yeah. Did you guys notice how quickly the gas fees went down over the weekend?
Yeah.
Does anybody know why? You know, or just
I was about to ask the same.
Yeah, it's like
I hear it has something to do with Binance.
Really?
What?
Yeah.
Really?
BSC?
Well, I heard they were like doing maintenance, or they like something, and then the gas fees just fell down. So there's some speculation that they've just been spamming the Ethereum blockchain this entire time.
Shit.
I don't know.
Oh, okay. That'll make sense.
No, you just get the usual suspect, right? You got Uniswap, obviously USDT,
Yeah.
1 inch USDC. I don't know what this is. I don't even know why anyone would use SushiSwap.
This is a fork of Uniswap, I guess.
But even though the fees went down, Pulse chains are going to be phenomenally way cheaper than even what we're seeing now in Ethereum. So
yeah.
Yeah.
And that's why Vitalik Ghost, our entire community, you would think.
It costs less than 5 cents. When was the last time we had transactions less than 5 cents? I think just probably
the first few months of launch phase.
Yeah, just when Hex just launched, or late 2019, early 2020. Yeah. Those were the good days.
That's all right.
Yeah, the good old days.
Yeah, paying like under 10 Gwei for gas.
I was about to say Sammy's response is always straight to the point.
Oh,
Yeah,
Sammy's great. Yeah,
she's
Sammy's
been in
really-
Twitter jail for so many times back and forth. I think they're gonna have to give her like some sort of frequent jail points or something.
someone give her a medal. You know.
Oh god.
Yeah, she's great.
Yeah. No, it's good. All right. Let's move on to something a little bit more serious, shall we? So definitely submarines. Yeah, I'm not going to say too much. So definitely 53 souls are lost.
Mm.
Yes, I think I spoke about it yesterday. It was a 40. Was it a 43, 44-year-old submarine? It's probably single hull.
Mm-hmm.
Some sort of technical malfunction, and I would imagine they would hit the dive planes, and for some reason it just kept going, and they just lost control and just got crushed like a tin can, unfortunately. Yeah, and the boat was definitely overloaded. I think there was only meant to be like 30-something crew. In the end, it was like 53. Not sure what the reason of the overload is, but yeah, what a way to go. Sorry, yeah.
Yeah, that's rest in peace to those sailors that perished in that missed that.
Rest in peace.
It's tragedy.
Yeah, rest in peace.
By the way, I mentioned before, I think I did ride a submarine from Hong Kong to Singapore in my young days in the Navy.
Mm-hmm.
That was very exciting, and I will always remember that trip. It was great.
Mm. Must have been fun.
Yes. Oh well. They couldn't blow the ballast, and that was it.
Mm.
Yep.
They were only meant to go 200 meters, and it was 600-700. There you go.
Wow.
That's insane.
Way too much.
Yep.
Hang on, I've got an unwanted pest. Papa.
Oh, Papa.
Sweet.
Mama.
Hi, come
Oh,
on,
yeah.
guys.
Hey,
How are you?
Hey, Papa.
doing good. How are
Missed
you, man?
guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, we missed you too. Well, maybe not middle class, but no.
Yeah. What? Why you?
No,
Did you get the snip too?
What?
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 Oh,
Did Papa get snip too? That's why he was recovering.
no, I didn't get no snip. I'm already so old that dust just comes out, so it's okay.
I think he got his extended.
Yeah,
TMI.
get blanks anyway.
Yeah.
He got a kickstand.
You got a kickstand.
That was kinetics, right? Yeah.
Yeah, kinetics.
Oh, yeah.
Snip, snip.
And when last we tuned in, he had a couple of grapefruits to deal with.
Wow, yes.
Nice.
Grapefruit.
He was
Couple
sitting
of
on frozen
frozen
peas during the stream.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
Ouch. Ouch.
You had to run
Yeah,
one of the episodes of Discord Syndicate, right?
Yeah.
Last week. How was that?
It was okay, you know. He actually, I think it was like the day of or the day after, he did a Discord Syndicate like a champ, but he had his black hoodie over his head, and he was just looking very somber. He's just like, yeah,
Yeah.
you know, doped up on pain pills, and everything was okay then. But when it came to our stream, he was like, okay, this is some serious pain.
Yeah.
Yeah, you actually do the procedure awake. They only do local anesthetic. You're awake while they're doing that business.
Oh.
Yeah.
Have you had it? Have you had it done, Crypto King?
No, I have not. But I'm familiar with the procedure, though, that you're awake while it's...
Ow.
Oh.
Hey.
Ow.
No, but I mean, you know, he's 2 days after that, he was with the family taking. Yes. They just carved it out with a spoon.
Oh.
And I'm frozen.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my
But anyway, yeah, 2 days later, he was taking his family on like a 7-hour car ride, and I could just imagine that was
Oh
Ouch.
gosh.
Ouch.
silly thing to do. But anyway.
Yeah. Imagine going on a speed bump, you know.
Oh.
Oh my God.
Okay, in other news, how about these markets, guys? They've bounced back, much like Kinetics' testicles.
Mm.
You can't let it go. Can you?
Cannot let it go.
Hey,
It's too ridiculous.
just before we do, Vince, do you want to just do a quick shout out on the chats? I think we've got quite a bit of people.
Oh yeah, of course. We've got our wonderful Motley investor here.
Hey, Motley.
Got Crypto King managing the chat. Yeah, thank you for helping out, man. And so we've got Miss Exquisite.
Hi, Miss Exquisite.
JFK
Konbanwa to
666,
you.
of course. Yeah. Are we going to feature her food later?
Oh.
Yeah, sure.
yeah.
Some stuff that she's always cooking up. Got Tree of Hex.
Yeah. Tree of X.
Got Benny Blues.
Hey, Benny.
I think I mentioned yesterday, Papa, about getting the layman's guide translated to Japanese. So I'm going to see if maybe Miss Exquisite, or maybe if you know anybody, just the layman's guide.
Yeah. And I think Uncle Kevin can at least proofread it after it's already done.
Oh yeah.
Sure.
My reading and writing is atrocious in Japanese. I've given up almost completely on kanji to be able to eavesdrop on people that are talking about me having a big nose. That was a priority in understanding Japanese. Who's talking about me?
Who's talking crap about me?
Yeah, right, totally. And when you turn that frequency, when you dial it in, it's really crazy. It's like everyone is, by the way. It used to be back when I was like an oddity over here. I'm no longer an oddity. There's lots of gaijin over here now. But back in the day, you would ride on the train, and it just seemed like a lot of the conversations were, look at his nose, look at his feet. I wonder if I should take English lessons. And that was it, just repeated on every couple of people that were sitting together. I put the aerial up and I dial into that conversation, and yep, they're talking about me every damn time.
Did you ever insert yourself in that conversation by any chance? And they'll be like,
once, just once.
Oh, okay.
You know, when I was much younger and stupider. I went up. I said I can teach you English, and then of course they said, oh no, it's okay, thank you.
Of course.
He speaks Japanese.
Just like one of those YouTube videos that, you know those Western guys love. I mean, if they can speak like Chinese or Japanese very fluent.
Yeah.
And, you know,
that
those,
is cool.
You know those videos. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. But no, actually, I flipped that whole thing and made it a pretty good career over here by being the potted plant. I think I told you guys already. Didn't I already meant? Yeah. I won't bore you with the whole thing, but that was very lucrative. That was my key point of looking very, very out to lunch.
You need gaijin? Gaijin sit in office, look like gaijin.
Yes.
Token gaijin. Yeah,
token gaijin, exactly.
Yeah, token gaijin.
I'm a token gaijin.
Yeah, I think it's a thing.
Yep, it is.
Yeah.
So do they feature you wherever you work? Do they feature you in magazines? You know, you're a headshot. On the billboard, like, we've got this guy as an employee. Oh my God, it's good for business.
Yeah, we're an equal opportunity non-racist employer.
That's it.
Do they put you on their corporate website? You know? Never. Oh, okay.
Never. No. Director level employee, and never on any websites or any headshots whatsoever. Usually you don't see that though on Japanese websites. You get message from the top execs. You get their screenshots, and usually it's a full body shot of the CEO, right?
Yeah,
who's like looking like he's in his
CEO.
suit, and But you don't get the other members that you don't get director level guys.
Yeah, true. Yeah, that's true. It's unlike Western corporations.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. And well, in Silicon Valley, companies that I worked for, they always had the senior executives, and then it would go down to senior, all the way down to senior managers in terms of teams, right?
Yeah.
They want to show everybody. They say, look at a diverse team that we put together. So it's the opposite over here. It's just like, my picture, people will know that I'm working. Oh my God.
Like, isn't that like 99% of everyone else that's working? Like, what?
Yeah.
No, it's good. It's good to be a white monkey. That's what we call
it. Hey. Actually, I was called. I told you guys also. I was called literally a white monkey before, right? Yeah. That was that. So I've told you all my stories. I guess I better go now.
Oh well. See ya. Bye.
Yeah.
Nah, you're back.
I'm sure
I'll have
you
to
have
make some
more.
new ones up.
Oh, well, for your OPSEC, you should probably make some stuff up.
Well, sure. Yeah.
No, it's
well.
Hey.
Well, I mean, of you guys, I'm the lowest ranked, Hexican in terms of, raw investment power. So I have nothing to fear. I just hide behind you guys.
What? Okay.
What?
Yeah.
We are your
you guys
meat
are all like
shields.
exactly. I think together you guys are a Poseidon, right?
Well, Vince is buying. We're gonna have the Hex Singapore meetup 2025.
I'll sponsor bulletproof vests for everyone.
You could buy the Godiva, all you can eat Godiva on Vince.
Nice.
You could buy an entire shop. Yeah.
Guys, how much is by the way, how much is enough? This is really interesting. I saw in the chat, Telegram chat, a few people were having a debate, and they actually came to an exact number of T-shares that they think will be life-changing. What do you think it is for you? And then, you're part of the country or the continent or wherever you are. How many T-shares do you think it will be to be truly life-changing in the next 5 to 10?
5 to 10 years. That is a very good question.
Let me tell you what these guys came up with. It was 1,800.
1,800?
1,800. I guess that they were speaking from a U.S. type of benchmark, I suppose.
1,800.
The definition is very vague. So when you say 1,800, so like okay, hang on.
So 1,800 at current prices would yield you about just over $100 a day in interest. Yeah. Just about 1,800. Okay, 1,800 is.
I think I calculated $150.
I think it's they figured it would be $64K a year.
What?
At the current rate.
What?
They figure it would be $64K a year.
1,800 times daily payout. I know I'm thinking of the daily interest.
Benny says 2,000. Okay.
Okay, times what's the price now? Point zero.
Just say 1.5.
That's about $150 a day.
$150.
Yeah, $150 in interest a day. So
but that's only, and that's what I was about to jump in and say. That's only with prices now.
Keep scaling up as it goes.
Well, that's right. So as it goes higher and higher and whatnot, then you might need less and less. And of course, then it depends on what sort of lifestyle you're after. I mean, what is it? Just 3 meals? in a day in a restaurant, or what? What are we talking about?
Yeah, if it goes to 10 cents, you'd be getting more than 1K a day in interest. 1.5K.
365K in the U.S. That would put you in the highest tax bracket, right? So you'd be earning. Figure you're earning 60% of that.
Yep.
To hold on to. Okay,
that's only the interest. So
true, but if you're wise, you never toss out the principal, right?
Yeah,
you always just milk that interest and then you just recycle it.
Rolling it over.
You have a rolling 15-year stake, or a true Hexican would do this. Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's at 1,800 T-shares, and Benny says 2,000. You need to have another couple hundred just to be safe.
2,000. Yeah, 2,000.
Just to round it up to a good even number.
Yeah, at 0.1. Yeah, if you have 20K. Yeah.
But if we go, let's say we're at $1. So $1, it's like one tenth of that. Then wouldn't it be?
$1 is nuts. So you get like 10K in interest every day.
Holy shit.
Okay, that's just silly.
That is nuts. Yeah, that is silly. So you'd get like 100. You'd get 300K a month.
What? Like what?
300K a month and 3.6 million a year in interest.
Wow.
Yeah, that is a Lamborghini and a half every month.
Nuts. Yeah, that is nuts. So
okay. So then the answer is really, let's say that we're on track for. Well, we're going to be delayed because of this whole forking thing. Do you think?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're delayed then by, let's say, a year. So we're probably going to hit the half. I mean, let's just say the middle ground between people that are speculating at on track with Richard's idea of half a buck next year, June, to be on track, and lofty dollars at the end of this year, and 10 cents at the end of this year. I guess the average would be, let's say, 30 cents next year, same time.
30 cents.
30 cents. So really, I think that 1,800 is quite good. I mean, I don't even know if you need that much.
Yeah, if it's 30 cents, yeah. If it's 30 cents.
Right. I was curious because whereas Vince didn't know the square root of 49 off the top of his head, I knew the rest of you guys are really good at math because this is the Asian channel, right?
That is a fallacy.
Yep. That is a myth. Yep.
I am a Bijan.
You're what? You're a Bijan.
Bijan, I like that. You get a passing grade, but not quite the A.
Yeah.
A B minus in Xijin.
You're cool. Got a shout out from corporate Machiavelli, so he's cool.
Yeah.
No,
that's cool. Hey, I'll just quickly just give me a moment. Let me bring my screen up. By no means my charts are Wales charts, but I'm pretty proud that I think I'm spot on with the lines.
Oh my god!
Yeah, that's actually kind of impressive.
Yeah, like I should explain the dash. The dash line is dated on the 1st of May. I think there's a massive bag coming out, but then I think I lost track anyway because you get all these massive bags with 7-day stakes, 14-day, 31 days. Like I forget it. I'm probably not going to track them anyway. They'll probably just keep restaking it. So I think this will be quite significant at the moment. I think it's touching. Oh look, we have a bit of a slight drop down to about 1 1/4 of a cent. So that's actually a key level. That used to be an old 61.8 retracement from the high point of 2.5 cents. Actually, no, I'm wrong. 2.1 cents because I don't really. Do you guys even count 2.5 cents as the all-time high? Because
more or less, yeah.
Yeah, I think I count 2.1. I think I'll count 2-1 instead. That doesn't. Yeah, that's because that didn't last very long.
Yeah, if you count the wick, then it's 2.5.
So
2.5 pennies. So
yeah, so conservatively to just about 2 cents
Yeah.
over.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
618 would be just where this is. So this is on track to touching that level. Whether or not we bounce, don't know. But if it breaks, then I'm actually even happy that it touches the 200-day moving average, which is just slightly over a cent. And that will be bargain prices. So if anyone wants to get your 1,000 T shares, 1,800, 2,000, whatever you might like, that might not be a bad idea. But I think most people are looking to buy now. At least the people that I spoken to. So so good buying opportunity. Go ahead. Sorry.
I like Benny's comment, and yeah, there's meat on the bone for sure on every level. So
yeah, of course.
if first goal being 500, first the 100, I would say, and then build up to 500. Because I hear people in chat that are trying to get their first 100. For them, 500, then 1,000 and 2,000 is kind of a you've arrived type of thing.
Yeah.
But at any price point, if we're looking at where we're going, then all of these levels are going to be terrific. So.
Yep.
So yeah, and if you have 2,000, then keep a sofa cushion open for me because I'll be staying at your place.
You can have a room.
Well, I don't need much. Maybe
An entire room.
a warm corner somewhere.
A warm corner sounds
Warm corner.
I think we're going to have friends everywhere, anywhere that we travel on any continent. You're going to find a Hexican and say, "Hey, can I crash for a day?"
Oh yeah.
Or could you tell me what's good around here? I'm pretty sure we've got time for everyone.
Yeah.
I think we'll have the secret handshake by that point.
Ooh.
Or we'll do this some kind of symbol, and they'll go
like,
right this way in through the you can come in through the front door. Oh, thank you.
We will have to figure that out as time goes by. We've got time.
We might have to. Yeah.
Every city will have a Hexican haven where everybody comes in with fez hats, and we're like, we do the secret handshakes, and you come to the inner sanctum.
Yeah, or you should show some kind of lapel.
Nice.
You can come in.
Oh, you got that.
Welcome, brother. Welcome,
day
brother.
one FOMO.
Day one FOMO. Yeah. Oh, he's the chosen one. No. Anyway.
What are we doing? Mortal Kombat now, or
Finish him?
Finish him.
Oh my God, that's my favorite video game from the old. You guys don't even. Okay, so only you guys. Yeah, you guys. But Kevin, Vince and Crypto King. Do you guys remember ever actually stand-up arcade games where you plunk in quarters?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Crypto King knows. Vince, you know?
I do, yeah.
Of course.
Okay.
I played some of them.
Remember
Coin
stringing them?
op.
Yeah.
Coin
On the quarter and put a string on it, and you could just.
Oh yeah.
Dude, I saw some guy do that. Yeah. I saw someone do that. You got to just jimmy it so. But what we used to do is we used to just knock it with our knee, and it would just somehow it would reset. It would allow you to get the credits in, because it would trip that little wire inside.
Yeah, nice.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah.
Of course, if the shop owner sees you banging on with the knee, he's going to come over and say, "What the hell are you doing?"
Just say my coin's stuck. That's all it is.
That was a Matrix reference.
That's
Yeah. This is really funny. Did you? Sorry about the coin up thing, but back in the days, the first coin up was, of course, Pong, right? And it was made out of a wine barrel, and a TV screen that they just mounted on the top of it, and the coin op dispenser was mounted into the wine barrel, and early on, the best scammer, actually, one of the owners said, what the hell is this? I'm not turning any profit. But every couple of days, I noticed there's a pool of water and some like, because some kind of, they thought that the machine was broken. There's like there's some water leaking in it or something, and they had some fine wood shavings, and some also mixed in with some metal filings, some like iron filings. And what they found out was some real, very smart Silicon Valley type nerd figured out how to game it so he could make this concoction of sawdust and iron filings, freeze it in water and get the exact weight and shape that he wanted and for a quarter, and then he would just plunk in these frozen freaking pieces of trash and then they would come to the bottom of the dispenser and then they would melt after that. Isn't that weird?
Genius.
I don't know why you needed water though. Why did you need ice? How could you transport that in? But somehow he did it. I don't know how.
Yeah.
Wow.
I guess to get everything kind of to stick together, glue wouldn't do because it would have the rough sides. So you could just plunk them in and they would trip the wire, registering enough metal to go.
Oh. All that for free game. Okay.
Oh yeah, but hey, back in the day that was important because people were lining up down the street to play, the original coin op stuff.
Yeah. So good old days.
Yeah. Yes, D-Raj is also planning to couch surf the globe. I love that. That's my favorite idea.
Yeah.
I think our lifestyles will be so different. I don't even know why. I'll be in a couch. I'll probably go to some Hexican's house and be like all completely spoiled and be like, oh, it really hurts my back. Don't give me a couch. Like, give me like a like a good bed or something. I don't know.
I'll travel with the couch. I'll just be like, clapping twice, and then people will lift me up on the couch and they'll take me into the person's home and drop me over there. Say, I brought my own couch. Be awesome. Yeah.
You might as well get a Richard Hart style throne at that point.
the bearers are like pulling you along.
You should
like a Japanese type of down. Almost got what's it called, King? Omokoshi.
Omikoshi or something.
Omikoshi, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Omikoshi.
Yeah, that's what I want. I
was picturing you like Cleopatra or something. Like a like
someone walks around with a huge fan and they'll be like,
and all that. Mansion surfing. Oh, I like that.
Nice.
It's awesome. Yeah, JFK. It was probably just a fever dream. The 70s never happened, actually.
What?
He says, sounds like iron filings and bull dust to me, Papa. It was all just a fever dream. Believe me, I wish the 70s never happened. They were a very hairy and dusty era of selfishness.
Well, didn't you have the fuel shortage all around the world?
Oh yeah, that was actually 1980, wasn't it? Which I guess
I thought it was
really? I think in the actuality, wasn't it? Was it the 70s? I thought it was 1980.
Yeah, like late 70s, early 80s.
I think it was late 70s, wasn't it?
Yeah.
The embargo.
Yeah. Oh, there you go.
Omikoshi, yes.
That's the one.
Yes.
Thanks, Miss Exquisite.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Just in comparison, you're staring at a Bitcoin chart. Don't know if it's going sideways. 618 is 45k. Your next support, you're looking at 200-day moving average, maybe 40k. So if it goes there, I think we're in deep shit. So,
oh boy.
But ETH is tracking very well.
I've got a troll.
So, yeah.
Have you?
What?
No, I've got a troll on my Twitter.
Oh, really?
Uh-oh.
Do you want to bring it up?
That's how you know you've made it.
I've got a
Totally.
troll. Nice.
Nice.
Let me see. Okay. Who the hell is this guy?
Motley asks, "How hairy we talking?"
Motley, full bush, full bush, like an afro between the legs.
Yeah.
Oh my
Oh
god.
god.
That was the 70s, man.
Yep.
Ugh.
Put it this way: didn't the musical Hair come out in the 70s?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Huh, that's a
So
good point.
yeah, watch that thing. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then how did we turn from that to deforestation?
Oh,
This hygiene.
No, don't go there. Don't go there. I'm just saying.
Hygiene, not
This is a rhetorical question.
Yeah, don't go there. Yeah. But anyway. That's that.
razor bumps are a big turnoff.
Razor bumps.
Uncle
Oh,
Kevin,
yeah.
what are we looking at?
Troll.
Where is this? There we go.
Yeah. So I was tweeting that the gas prices were relatively cheap, but not cheap enough. So this guy comes in. Love his hair.
Hmm.
Wait, no, that's the guy. Oh, come on, that's Big Head.
No,
That's
that's
the guy
It's
from
Big Head
from
What?
Silicon
Big Head.
Valley.
Yeah, yes.
Ah.
Big-
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, 5 followers. Nah.
Oh, he's a heavyweight, man.
Yeah, it's a heavyweight. Man.
So what did he say? He says Hex trash. That's it. That's the worst he's got.
Just buy Bitcoin. LOL. Hex trash. Then he puts up the Hex Bitcoin chart. So, duh.
What am I seeing here? Can you do the ETH Bitcoin chart for a second? Can anybody bring that up?
Yeah, I'll try and get that up.
Do you have that?
I will try and get that up.
God, look the
Hey Vince, what's the square root of 49? Oh, okay. Sorry.
Oh god.
I'll be asking you every like 10 minutes. You know that, right?
yes. Any good Asian kid will tell you there are 2 answers.
Wait, what's the other one?
7 and -7.
Ah, because
yeah,
because two Wongs make a white.
2 Wongs make a white.
Make a white.
Ah,
We're about to get
terrible.
banned.
What's that? Oh, that's the ETH, the Hex ETH. Okay.
What are you after? Papa, what are you after?
I want to compare the two. I'd like to see
you
Hex
can,
to BTC
yeah.
and ETH to BTC. I
Yeah,
think the
can
second
you-
part of this chart right here that you've got
You can
looks
do a
strikingly
comparison.
similar, doesn't it?
It shouldn't. Well, if
It should,
anything,
shouldn't
it'll
it?
probably be
Yeah,
worse.
It should.
Okay, so if it is, is it ETH trash that we're talking about here? Because I think that we've done better than ETH actually.
I suppose if you invert, yeah, okay, I see what you mean. Okay.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I mean, I just take a squint at it. We can who we can give this to, who's going to bring it up in a slide. Will be our buddy Wales Only. He'll probably bring that up and be able to show us a blue line with white hue and an orange line with pink hue.
I love hues.
I
I
love
need my
hue.
weekly dosage of hues.
Hue, 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 hue.
It's great.
Hey, just I think we kind of lost track with the news, and there we go. Oh well, Uncle Kevin, I'm seeing you shortly, I think.
Come on down.
Yep.
Oh boy.
Either way.
Yep. Japan is under a national emergency again. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
So, and it's it's only 90 days before the Olympics are going to be hosted here.
Oh.
And we don't have anybody vaccinated at all. So they were all asking, the big guys, why is this so? Don't you think that the rest of the world has already vaccinated like hundreds of millions of people? Why haven't we vaccinated anybody? And they said, well, because the WHO told us we were doing a good job with masks. So we kind of took our time to figure things out. And now we're fucked. Thank you.
Duh.
And now we have our own variant.
You have?
It's called the Crypto King. He's breathing on everyone and giving them Crypto King cooties.
Yeah.
He's going viral.
Giving people hugs like we used to.
Oh, God.
Free hugs. Hashtag free hugs.
Free hug.
Please, no. No hugs.
Stop.
Never again.
Motley.
What's he saying?
Check out Motley's. Yeah.
Test out other square roots. We've got to make Vince the best version of himself.
God damn it, Motley.
Hey Vince, what's the square root of 81?
Oh, no.
9.
Dot. Vince, thought bubble. Good grief.
Good grief.
Good
Charlie
grief.
Brown. Oh.
More like Charlie Yellow in my case.
What is this 1 for 1? That means you pay for one and you get one? That doesn't sound like a deal.
Yeah.
Is that it?
They're expensive, dude.
Like buy one, get
King,
one free.
probably
Buy one, get one.
Probably
Bogos?
goes-
No, that's not,
Cheap.
that's 2 for 1. This is 1 for 1. This is you buy one, you get one.
Yeah. That's
Is
it.
there something that we're losing in the translation here? 1 for 1. What does that mean to you?
So you buy one, you get another one.
Yeah, you buy one, get one free.
But in
It's a
English
BOGO,
or
I think.
but in the States we would say 2 for 1. 2 for the
Yeah.
price of one.
Yeah.
Oh,
But-
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Ah,
But
It's,
over here it's it's
you say 1 for 1.
one.
it's cultural. Yeah.
Huh.
If
Yeah,
you said that in the States, they'd say, what does that
Interesting that you
mean?
caught
I'm not getting a deal.
That is interesting. That is
Yeah.
interesting.
1 for
It's either 1 for 1 or 50% discount. So
Yeah.
Well, half we say half off or 2 for 1.
2 for 1.
2 for.
But if you said 2 for 1 here,
2 for
people would,
exactly.
people would
Mark
mean
Anelli.
you buy one and you get 3. You know,
No.
you'd pay for
But-
one and you get 3. You know, if you put that here in Singapore, people would think
Yep.
2 for 1, meaning you pay for one and you get 3. You know,
Oh, that's
something
tricky.
like that. Yeah, that's tricky.
Oh, well, we would also be very clear in the States. We'd say buy one, get one
Get
free.
one free. Yeah, that would be the best.
Yeah. That leaves no room for
Yeah.
error.
Yeah.
No. You pay us the money, the value of a single cone. You may have another cone at 0 cost. Do you understand now? And there's going to be somebody that says,
No.
I gotta sue you now because you misled me. I wanted 3 cones for the price of 9. Duh. Derp. Derp.
Super Hex says in the Philippines they say it's buy one, take one.
Oh,
Oh, damn.
buy one, take one. See?
Instead of stealing it.
Marketing.
Right on.
Marketing. You see? Buy
Right
one,
on.
right on. Yeah.
How about beat one, steal one?
Oh, man.
What is that?
Oh,
Cold
wait. We have our first criticism from Blue Bum. Of course, we're pacing ourselves, Blue Bum. We can't all be wizards like yourself. Tackling all the hard-hitting crypto news.
Oh,
he
yeah.
says. Yep.
Mhm.
This is not the Australasian show where things are actually done. This is Asia, where we meander around the subject enough until we, lure you in and then let it wash over you while you take a nap. This is the way that Asia does things, I suppose. It's like no theater in Japan. It's like 3 hours of yo.
Yo. I think yo is kabuki, right? Do they do the yo in no?
No, sorry. No, they'd be like for 30 minutes. Yeah.
Oh God.
Oh my God.
Oh,
you have to pay for that privilege.
It's a nap, It's a nap for like 3 hours.
It's a nap.
Okay.
Oh, everyone sleeps in no. Are you kidding?
Then why?
Oh, okay.
So you pay to sleep as opposed to going home to sleep.
Yeah. Did I tell you this thing? You go there, you pay an exorbitant amount of money. It's like $300 or what, $200.
Damn.
You go in there. The Hyogen at the beginning is really funny. It's like 30 minutes of this of a kind of a funny piece with one guy who's like acting things out and he's laughing and really interacting with the audience. It's really great. And then the no starts, and it's an interpretation of a kabuki play or a poem or a fable, myth of something. It's boiled down to even smaller than a poem. It's like a 1 or 2 sentence thing that's stretched out over 3 hours.
Wow.
And slow moving and droning and almost
So people go there and to catch up on their sleep. They come up
pretty much.
Oh, best sleep I have in whole year.
Exactly.
Okay. So they pay like $300 to.
Yeah, and they sit. It's a nice little kind of a theater, almost a theater in the round, but it's not. It's like a U-shaped.
Oh, okay.
And square, three-sided audience, and then a square stage, and maybe there's one costume change, and the main actor comes out as a different character and does another hour and a half of stylized, slow movement dancing like this.
Okay. Wow.
Hey, okay, I was just gonna break the let's transition to Kevin and Papa missed our about the Reggie's report. Did you guys read it, or what do you think about it?
No.
I'm gonna say it's not all bad. I don't know if anyone has a different opinion.
I haven't had the time.
I think he's still baiting, and I don't mean baiting. I think he's baiting, and I don't even want to even consider. It's hard because I'm conflicted. When people ghost us, it's a statement that on the entire cryptosphere being very narrow-minded.
Yeah.
However, in this case, I want so much to ignore it. I don't know if that's wrong or not.
Because he said a group of Hexicans paid him to do it.
Did
I
he?
don't think that's necessarily true.
I don't know what you say.
Really?
I
don't
know.
Blue Bum says Buto. What's Buto?
No idea.
Is that a joke? Is that a joke? Am I missing something? I'm not familiar with that. Did I just say something like a hidden naughty word or something? Budo?
Yeah, you're on, Wales.
Like, yeah. Hey, what's up, Wales?
What's going on?
Maybe Budo, like different types of the way of avant-garde dance. No, I haven't seen that, but I know you're a dancer and a singer, upside down, inverted opera singer yourself. I have not seen this. I'll look into it. Avant-garde dance. Okay. Is there nudity? Because if not, then I'm out. Avant-garde to me says nobody wears clothes.
What?
No.
I mean, if it's really avant-garde, right?
Yeah, right.
If it's regular,
What's
it's
up,
just
Wales?
regular.
Yeah.
What's going
What's
on,
up, Wales?
Craig? What's going on, middle class?
Mm.
So,
What you guys
Oh,
doing?
Reggie actually did a live stream yesterday too. I didn't watch most of it, but yeah, he was talking about the report and some hack stuff too. Probably just talking crap about the whole thing. So yeah, I tuned out after like 5 minutes of that.
There was like 51 mention of the word Ponzi in the entire doco, and to the untrained eye, it just looks like it.
Look, man, I'm gonna say one thing and one thing only. I used to look up to that guy,
Oh, there you go.
so I would appreciate if you guys would just stop mentioning that dude because he's really a piece of shit. Straight up, 100,000. I don't give a fuck. And he's shown it with his demeanor because I engaged him publicly on Twitter, and all he did was retort with bullshit. He's never read anything. He's never educated himself. He's just trying to interject what he wants into the reality of the fucking universe, which is fake. So, fuck his report. It's trash. I would love to know who actually paid him. In my opinion, he's fucking lying. I'd be hard pressed to believe anybody paid that man to do anything.
Yep.
The fuck for? He clearly didn't research shit because he doesn't know what the fuck a Ponzi scheme is. Fact, not fiction. So again, this is somebody I used to look up to. Listen to what I'm saying. Fuck that guy. And everything that he put in that research report. Straight trash. Straight trash. Highly disappointing because I learned a lot from him. So it's highly disappointing for me, personally speaking. So That's my opinion on that. Just stating the facts. As conflicting as it may be. But that's my experience with that gentleman. No value add. No actual engagement. Straight bullshit. Straight baiting. Straight looking for attention that he does not get any longer. So stop giving it to him if you're a Hexican. Thank you very much.
Good point.
Good point, man.
Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. Never seen such unprofessional shit in my life. Never. And I work on Wall Street. Okay? Where professionalism does not exist because it's corporate America. And if you never worked in corporate America, fucking Google it. Fucking trash. Highly disappointing for me personally. So it pisses me off every time I hear that dude's name. Every fucking time. Straight trash. Straight trash. Trash, trash, trash. Another fucking hero that came here to die. That's what the fuck I think of every time I hear that piece of shit's name. Every fucking time because I used to look up to him. No longer the case.
Does it make you feel the same way if we call him Reggie Shittleton?
Whatever you like. I mean, I prefer if you just didn't mention him at all. But whatever you like. Straight garbage, man. Highly disappointing. Highly disappointing because I thought I was going to be able to engage the man, you know, and have a casual conversation. But no. Straight disappointment. Straight disappointment. So, just another one.
It's all right. The SEC holds 97% of all these tokens. They're hoping for a massive pump. So
Yeah, he's good, right? He's paid. He got it figured out. Clearly.
I like Marcavelli's line. Take a look at that one. That's some comedy.
Come on.
We don't say his name.
No.
From now on, he's Voldemort.
Voldemort. You shall not be mentioned.
Or plankton.
Plankton.
It's entirely disappointing to me, man, personally. You know, it's just so disappointing. So disappointing. Because, again, this is America, right? At the time, I was into the whole race thing. There wasn't a lot of people, you know, it looked like me doing what I do. So it was motivating. And then to be let down like this, you know, fuck that guy. I hope I never see his ass on the fucking street, and that's not a threat, because I'm gonna let him know about himself. Because this is New York, so he fucking knows what time it is. He can act all fake professional on Twitter all he wants. I know what you look like, brother, but you don't know me. Straight playing yourself with that nonsense. Straight disrespectful. It's wild disrespectful because, number one, you're slandering a product which clearly has value, and you're dismissing the facts willingly and willfully. And that's wild disrespectful. Because you know damn well, if we were having a face-to-face conversation, your ass would not do that. And that's a fact. Fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Correct. Yeah, so that's my that's all that should be said about that guy. Straight up, we can move on. Like, he's not worth the time. Seriously not. Now, I wish people would stop engaging his sorry ass on Twitter. He's just clearly looking for attention because he gets none. The point. Man.
Just on this.
Moving on.
Let's move on, shall we?
So, how about dealing with Uncle Kevin's haters too at some point after this? I would love for you to retort on that one. Whales only.
Uncle Kevin, he has haters?
He has his first troll.
Get out of here.
Yep.
What?
I have got my first troll. Yes.
Wow, this is crazy. What the hell is going on?
That is fun, man. That is fun.
I think it needs a whales only screenshot as a reply to this, Kevin.
Yeah.
For you to say, take a look at the pink line with blue hue, you son of a bitch. You know, post that to him.
Oh my god, that was funny.
Sip my hue steak.
Oh man, people are funny, man. I'm surprised that Hex did come back down this low. But at the same time, it's like, yo, did you really think that, markets don't ebb and flow? Right. So, it's nice to get caught up in the moment, but let's be realistic for a second. Like, markets go up and down. They don't just go in a straight line. Yeah. It is what it is. But if you're not buying this dip, then I don't know what to tell you, because I know I am. Like, I didn't think I was gonna be buying it. Like, I bought near the top at like 1.75 cents, and I'm buying again down here. Like, why wouldn't you? So, basic math, guys. Basic math.
Talking about price going down, our favorite Hex rep said.
Goddamn right. Every day. Every day. I hope the price goes down every day until it can no longer go down. Because you got to understand that time is coming. It's coming. Whether you want to believe it or not, it has nothing to do with it, but it's coming. It happens to every coin. Why wouldn't it happen to this one?
Hey, Whales, what do you think of the revelation of the amount of liquid hex held by the OA?
I mean, I'm not surprised. I feel like he's always made that perfectly clear in all his streams. I mean, you clearly got to read between the line, but I'm not surprised at all. I mean, if you see how it trades, it's pretty obvious. It goes straight up. When people are buying, it doesn't go sideways. It doesn't like really chop around, it kind of goes. And this is what I've always said. And this is what I mean when I say Hex is in a vacuum. And that's all a function of the liquidity that's actually sitting on the market. And this is why I explain, like, it doesn't matter that, like, this is why I always pointed out Celsius, right? That's a basically a shit coin. It's just like the dollar, right? If you look at how it works, it's just like fiat. It's no different. So why is it at $5? Network effect. Simple. Nothing more. Whoever likes to add anything else to that is lying. I mean, it's simply because more people are buying it than are selling it. That's it. It's no more than that. So when you create a system that's designed that way, well, shit, you're damn right I better do that. So it's not surprising at all. And then on top of that, you have the OA creating a De Beers-like environment. I mean, come on. Right? It's like a no-brainer to a certain extent. The market is going to act in accordance with how it's supposed to. And that's just what it is. It's always going to be that way. And again, it's really all math, right? So when you're buying something and it's being bought more than it's being sold, right? you in reality are lucky to even get the price that you get if it's the price that you wanted in the first place, because velocity doesn't stop, right? It always keeps going. And when price is doing what it's doing, it's hard to just stop that, right? So that's why we see the moves that we see in Hex. That's why it looks like a vacuum, and it's just like a straight up move, right? Like it just goes vertical to a certain extent. And that's why Hex moves like that, because of the liquidity in the market and the design of the contract. So, yeah.
Oh yeah, and nearly forgot that Richard's gonna be on the lady stream.
Yep, 4:30.
4:30, right?
30th. Yeah, the 30th of April.
Cool. Yeah, cool. All right.
Trying to get some Pulse news.
Yeah, looking forward to that.
Yeah.
You know, it's sad, right? Like we have so many closed-minded individuals in crypto, but yet they want you to be open. Ain't that some shit? Very good point, Papa. Very good. I never really thought about it like that, but it's a fair point.
So then, middle class. Did you see the? I'm sharing the.
Yep. I just wasn't sure if it was your pornography or something else.
No. So
there we go.
So you just added us to the Hex Rec group.
Yep.
And guess who showed up below?
Oh, good old MVP Helgorian.
Good old MVP Helgorian shows up. Yeah. So
wow,
that's awesome. Anyway,
Little do they know.
Little do they know. The gift that keeps on giving.
I'm a proud hextard, by the way. I'm cuckoo for Coco Hex.
Yeah.
I think this will go down in the. I think isn't this tracked on Hex Obituaries or something?
I don't know.
Not sure about this one.
Yeah.
Like everything.
Oh. Can you bring up Motley's question for Wales?
Oh yeah, that's it.
Oh, I lost it.
Yeah, that's right. So I asked last night because I looked at my. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So I asked just a general question last night, but a lot of people didn't really understand it, and it's because it was kind of mathy. It's my fault. I shouldn't have asked it because it was really a simple math question, and you kind of know the answer once you think about it. But I was just curious, and I just put it out there anyway. But after I thought about it, because I hadn't until I asked, I was like, oh, well, that was kind of a stupid question. Because if you staked with a duration for longer than 10 years, well, what I call correctly, right, quote unquote, if you staked with the intention of maxing out your T-shares as much as possible and all that fun stuff, well, what I noticed was that my stakes, they weren't done properly prior to me understanding T-shares and connecting all these damn dots, all these crypto dots or whatever, right? So my T-shares weren't maxed out like that. Like my staking, my duration wasn't even longer than. I'd be surprised if it was longer than 2 years. Like I know it wasn't. Like I'd be surprised if it was, because the majority of my stakes were front loaded because I didn't know how to stake properly yet, and that's what I was trying to find out. So really, up until that point, which would just happen to be right before big payday, all I could really do at that point was just end the stakes that I could without taking too big of a hit to stake long, right? Whatever I had at the time, because I didn't have a lot at the time to stake long, but whatever I could, I did. And that's just why I asked, because when I looked at my payout or my big payday versus the interest that I've accrued so far, the big payday is about 2 times less almost at this point than what I accrued for than what I got for the big payday. But that's because my stakes were so short at that time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because at that time, if your duration was longer than 10 years, then you should still be less your minus big pay. So your accrued interest minus the big payday payout, right? Let's call that your net accrued interest, right? Net accrued interest should be less than your big payday payout if your duration was longer than 10 years or 10 years or longer. So that's why I asked that question. So, I mean, again, it's a question I shouldn't have asked because it's an obvious no, because we're not at 180 days past post big payday for one. And two, right, if your duration is more than 10 years, then you could probably guess that you're probably, and what was it like a 30% payout on top of whatever you got, or 60%? Right? I don't remember what the payout was, but depending on your duration, I think it ranged from 30 to 60%, whatever the bonus was.
Yeah.
So if you take that into account, and you take into account the fact that, you know, the average APY for that duration is 40%. So then, you know, you just do the math, right? 40 divided by 60. If that's what you got, then you're almost there. If not, then you're almost well on your way to being there, but you shouldn't be there. So in essence, it was really a dumb question on my part, but that's why I asked it.
It was really funny because the moment you put that on there and then you get all the responses was yes. I'm like, what?
Yeah, it should have been no.
It should have been
Right.
no. I know.
Yeah. But you know, it's okay. It happens. I get it. You know, when people learn, like, even for me, right? Like, it took me a while to get good at reading math. It's just not easy. So I completely understand why it was confusing to most people. It's something that even when you say it, it's kind of confusing because it's like you're using all these terms that you don't hear every day. And it's like post-big payday, pre-big payday. What the fuck is this guy talking about? You know, it can become a lot sometimes. So I should have just thought about it a little bit more in reality instead of asking that question. But I was just curious at the time, and I didn't really think about it. And people answered, so you know, thank you guys for your time. Because a lot of people did take time to like detail like where their shit is at, which is cool. Because you know it's interesting to see, right? Because everybody always presumes that you know you jump in and it's just like the same ride for everybody, but it's not. It's a different ride for everybody. So. And even yet and still, right, this is an interesting thing I hadn't thought about. Even though it's a different ride for everybody loves it. Just the same. That's interesting.
Cool.
Good. Yeah, a good product is hard to beat.
Okay. Well, you get people who are obviously unappreciative and Hungarian.
Yeah.
You are thinking it will fall more? I'm wanting to bang my head on the wall right now and everything that has happened so far. How is it possible that price?
Let me ask you guys a question. Why are you guys in Hex Plebs? Is it just for fun or is this specific reason?
Oh, it's just purely for entertainment.
Yeah. Okay. Yes, it is entertaining. Question. Did you guys talk about the USDC stuff already? Because I don't know what's up with that.
Nope.
No.
Great. All right. We don't have to talk about it now. I was just curious. Interesting stuff, though. I had no idea.
But yeah, I think just USDC just has a back. Well, we all know there's a backdoor from day one. Anyway.
Yeah, they can freeze your USDC and blacklist your address.
Yeah.
And they've done so already.
Only because of the backdoor.
Yeah.
Right. That's because they can enter through the back door, see what's what, and touch it. Right. Yeah. If they didn't have that access, they wouldn't be able to. They would have to go through the front like everybody else. Right. So it's important to make that distinction. Very important. Because I personally, go ahead, Crypto King. I'm sorry.
Is that only done through the exchanges that were mentioned? I think Coinbase is one of them.
Yes. That's why you don't keep your money on an exchange. All those exchanges got backdoors, right? They have to. Government is not having it, especially if they operate in the U.S. Forget about it. Like you have to, like as macabre and as draconian as it sounds, you just have to understand that's a reality. Period. You know, that's just what it is. It sucks, but it is what it is.
I thought for a second that read I shaved an Asian person, and I thought it was a troll. But then this he saved an Asian person. That sounds very nice to do, right? So Super Sherwin
Yes.
has saved a life. That's a good thing.
Diraj brought up a good point. If you go to a smart contract on AEST scan, you can see the functions.
Yeah.
Oh, we got another new name.
It doesn't matter where you get the USDC from. They can freeze it.
It won't matter.
No matter what. Yeah.
So which is good.
I think anybody that claims to have gone viral usually doesn't go viral. So I think we'll take a look into Super Sherwin and his claims of virality. But that's cool.
You guys, you want to go for a quick break? Actually, that reminds me. Sorry, Wales. Do you want to do your charts today?
Oh no, we can go. Oh yeah. I will do them today. I'm actually just about done. I just have to do the expiring shares, and we're good to go.
Okay. Anyone wants a break? We can put up Dustin O'Duffer's memes of how not to trade.
Is that was a little bit long though? Is that the long one?
Yeah, it's pretty long.
I didn't even see that, Diraj. I'm gonna take a look because I've looked at the USDC smart contract before. I didn't notice that.
Actually, that reminds me. I think sooner or later they're going to bake in taxation with that one as well.
I would not be surprised if they're trying to. USDC is connected to these stable coins are connected to the feds. That's why they came into play. They act like they didn't, but come on, you think they're just going to really let somebody replicate the dollar in tech terms? Like, let's be honest. They'd be kicking in that door in no time. Look at what they were doing BTC back in the day, right? Like, you got to really think sometimes. They'll lie to you in your face all day. It's not what they say, it's what they do. Why we can't just print dollars in our house then if they can just magically print them digitally outside of the Federal Reserve System, right? That's the key. That's the key thing to understand here. Because this is outside of the Federal Reserve System. And this is what I've been trying to tell people since I came on the scene. The whole objective is to leech their way into it. And if we let them, then we lose. So people need to stop thinking about taxation. They need to stop thinking about all these topics publicly. You handle your financial matters however you want to handle them. Crypto is outside of that jurisdiction. They're not topical. I'm sorry. They're really not. If you understand crypto, right, it's not topical. That's jurisdictional, strictly jurisdictional, meaning it's your personal issue and no one else's. This is why I never talk about taxes publicly, because it's not for me to talk about. It's not for anybody to be talking about. And this is what people need to understand. And I always say this, and people even ask me in my streams, in the comments, and I don't even reply to them most of the time. I'm just not going to do it. And this is why. And I always say this. It's jurisdictional. It's not for anybody to discuss. Nobody here is a tax advisor. Nobody here clearly has read the tax code, because if they did, they wouldn't even be asking the questions that they ask. And this is exactly why I say it's your own business. You know, you can't be out here telling people shit when you don't know what you're talking about. You know what I mean? So definitely do your own research when it comes to taxes. Understand what's going on. Because if you don't, you're going to make a mistake and you're going to end up giving away money you don't need to give. This is what you don't understand. This is why understanding crypto is important. Very important. Please watch my streams. They're very important. Connect the dots. It's not about me. It's about the information contained therein. Don't give a fuck about me. Please just watch them. Take notes. Write important terms down. Look them up. That's what it's about, because that's how you're gonna be able to keep the wealth you create. If you just let somebody come and take it, you're never gonna get anywhere in life. And that's the thing you have to understand. And that only comes by you educating yourself. Not gonna come any other way, unfortunately. Like, clearly not. Look at what they're trying to do in the US now. They're ratcheting taxes up to the point where people are going to be paying 60, 70%. And we're talking about average people. Because those so-called rich people taxes, the rich people never pay them. Period. And I'm going to be doing, I have a central bank special coming up next weekend. And I'm doing one on inflation and probably taxation the following weekend, because they're just cohesive subjects. They're cohesive. They really lay over one on top of the other. So I'm probably going to do a couple back-to-back Saturday, Sunday streams on those topics, because they're just very important right now. And I feel I really need to get that information out in a timely manner, but in a way that people really understand it, right? Because talking about it is cool, but understanding it is actually what matters. I just don't want people making a mistake that they don't need to make, because it's so easy to fall into their traps, because they use these intimidation tactics that are just not. They just intimidate people into doing things that they don't actually need to do, and then they find out, and then they're like, "Holy, it's crazy, man." And even in the military, they do it to you, and you don't even know because you simply don't know, right? And when you don't know, they beat you with your ignorance. That's really what happens to most of us. And just as an example, when I was in the military, when you go into the Army, there's like a 2-week waiting period, and they treat you like you're shit. And technically, they can't do that. And if you don't know, you just let them do it. So most people just let them do it. And I was one of them. I did not know. But there were some people that wouldn't let them do that shit. And I was like, yo, that motherfucker's crazy. But no, that motherfucker was right. And he got away with it because he was right. You see what I'm saying? So if you don't actually know the rules of the game, you're going to get fucking played. And this is why I tell people, read. Do your own research. Do not ask questions about things you do not need to be asking questions about. Because some things you can't ask. Some things you're going to have to learn by yourself. And learn for real, right? Not just about what they're telling you, because they're going to tell you whatever they want. That's the key. And they sure as hell do, boy. I mean, wow. I mean, look, how long has USDC been around? What, like 4 or 5 years already? 6 years at this point? Right?
About that much, yeah.
Yeah, it's been around that long. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And like, this is a serious topic, man, because this is, again, our financial futures at stake here. And they're trying to fuck it up. That's what's really going on here, and I know this better than anybody. Like, I'm inside. I'm letting you guys, like, they're hype about China. Why the fuck are they hype about China? And nothing against Chinese people, because it's not about them. It's clearly about their business partners, which are not the Chinese people, right? It's the Chinese government and their cohort. That's just how it works, right? All these people are in cahoots. It's freaking ridiculous, man. It's crazy. And it's the same thing everywhere, right? No matter where you're at in the world, it's the same freaking thing, because look what they did in India. For the past month, we're going to ban crypto. We're going to ban crypto. Now, we'll bend over and take it. Don't worry about it. Crypto's okay now. They must have figured out a technical way to interject themselves into the system in India. Or they
But they do that, yeah, but India does it every 6 months. They go
flip-flop they always do that shit.
Because they allow the rich people to get it, and then
they always do that.
Shut the doors again, right?
They always do that.
It's the pursuit of happiness for the rich only.
Correct. And here's the thing. Nothing against being rich, because that's what we're all trying to do, right? It's the problem of the simple fact that it's not a level playing field. That is what I cannot stand, and that is what is true regardless of race or gender, right? It's clearly, are you part of the gang or are you not? Nothing else matters. Nothing else matters. Because if you are, then you're good, right? I mean, we see this all the time. Plenty of women have money, right? Like, it's not like, plenty of black people got money, plenty of Asians got money. There's plenty of people out here that are rich. So clearly, it's not about equality in that sense. It's about equality and opportunity. That is what does not exist. And I mean, I'm connecting dots and most people just aren't seeing. So I can't be walking around here showing my face. I could just, get shot on sight anywhere I fucking go. You crazy. I ain't taking the Malcolm X route. I've got better things to do. Fuck that.
By the way, did you guys see Judas and the Black Messiah movie? Wow. Powerful.
No.
Hey, let me just take my headphone off, because I haven't seen the Oscars yet. I don't want to know about this stuff. Now you can go ahead and discuss it. I can't hear you. Go ahead.
I don't know anything about the awards either, but I just know that was a good movie.
I got to see those movies. Got to catch up. None of them have hex in them, so I've been not paying movies any much attention the last 6 months. And I love movies, so it's been really difficult. 24 hours hex all the time, mainlining it right into the vein.
Full-time Mexican right there.
It's an addiction. I'm addicted to you guys, to the community, to the damn product, to Richard's riddles, to his, everything, unpacking everything with the whole pulse chain thing that's about to go down. It's an exponentially more interesting type of activity to take it all apart.
And just I suppose just to add a little bit to that as well. Like I was at work today, and then I cannot imagine how far behind people's crypto knowledge are. Like they still go through the route of, are you on Binance, or Ethereum still has the best technology. It's like, oh yeah, and then, oh wait, hang on, I don't like the fees. Oh yeah, it's cheaper on Binance or something like that. They're still stuck in that.
Yeah.
Anyway, anyone wants a break?
Sure.
What's happening with the audio?
Is this a hint that you've got a weak bladder there, working class?
No. Just
anybody want a break? Just gonna
Maybe.
My catheter is, my colostomy bag is full. I gotta empty it out.
How old do you think I am? How old do you think I am? I'm clearly 18. So
did you clearly blur yourself to make that point? You're all out of focus. You're hiding the laugh lines and the gray hairs.
Laugh lines.
And clearly there is an Instagram filter going on, right?
Yeah.
That was funny.
Oh, but anyway. All right. Hey, Wales, are you ready or?
Oh, I thought we were going to go on a break. I'm sorry. Yeah, give me a second.
No, we can go on a break. No, that's fine.
Your presentation is always our break.
Smoke break.
Let's just take a little break, and I'll be ready by the time we get back. At least I should be.
All right. So I'll just play some crap that I did yesterday with trying to follow trading. Oh shit! I can't speak properly. Trying to follow trading gurus. I'll be right back.
What's up, guys? It's Chad Broski, and I've got one question for you. Are you tired of being poor? Do you want me to show you how to go from a minimum wage job to driving a Lamborghini in literal seconds? You're going to learn to trade options. 99% of traders lose money in the market, but not you. You're different. My Instagram account is all the proof you need that I'm a success. Buy and hold? Nah, son. More like bought and sold. Because I'm green every single day of the week. Losses? Not with these diamond hands. Every single play is pure gold because I'll never show you my balance sheet.
What's going on, Snake Gang?
Listen closely, Doomer. I know that your shiny object brain has two speeds. Car look fast and, oh, I want that. So now's your chance to learn from a living legend like me. And for a limited time, you can join my course for one single payment of just $9.97.
I'm broke. Why should I buy this course?
Shh. Just imagine. You wake up on a quiet morning, slide out of your huge bed, and feel the heated tile under your feet. You take a stroll down your magnificent hallway toward the kitchen and prepare a hot cup of coffee. The birds sing as you sip your drink, and your stomach fills with excitement. You just had a custom exhaust installed on the Lamborghini. The vlog fam is itching to hear it. That's the gourmet breakfast you ordered via DoorDash. The hot omelet excites your palate with a delicate texture, and you are whisked away by a kaleidoscope of flavor. As you bask in the warm sunlight, you see that 2 new sales came in last night. That's a $1,700 profit, all while you were sleeping.
Wow, that sounds amazing. You're telling me all I have to do is buy this course and follow along?
If the Ultimate Stonks Profit Guide doesn't show you exactly how to earn massive gains, and if it doesn't take you by the hand step by step to become financially successful, or if it fails to help you live a comfortable lifestyle, you will receive a full refund, no questions asked.
How much does it cost?
Now, the regular price for all of this is $10,000, but when you act now, because you're my friend, you're going to get everything for just $997.
$997? That's a lot of money for me right now.
Listen to me, Doomer. If you don't take action and invest in yourself today, you'll likely be poor for the rest of your life.
If I give you $997, I can finally stop being poor?
If you're an action taker, anything is possible.
All right, I'll buy the course. This is it. I'm finally going to make something of myself.
In this video, I'm going to teach you everything you need to know to go from homeless to driving a Lamborghini. And you're going to do it not by manipulating the stock market with your superior PhD brain power that beats 99% of the market and gets higher returns than the S&P 500. No, you're going to get it by building a personal brand around selling stocks and make it look like you're a huge success and sell a course on the back of that. Are you ready to get started? Let's make some money. Step 1 is to read the book Think and Grow Rich. This book will teach you how to make money with the power of your imagination. Manifestation. This will show you how to use faith, autosuggestion, and desire to transmute your sex energy into the workshop of the imagination and open the door to the temple of wisdom and broadcast the signal that attracts your dreams.
Wow, is it really that easy?
Yup, now all you gotta do is post a couple of pictures to Instagram that make you look like a total baller and sell your course. That's all the time we have for today, folks. Tune in next week when I explain how the secret to success is making 1% gains per day in every area of your life and eating food that doesn't make you want to punch yourself in the face.
That was hilarious, bro. Yeah, you seeing that a lot on YouTube too. A lot of them, what do you call them? A lot of those marketing people.
That's the truth. That's what they
Yeah. Definitely a lot of your face, like it's something to do.
Hey, DJ Cryptomatic. Love your music. Always wake up to them. Just don't know what you're going to do.
He's just good.
Fight on, brother.
That guy's just good. All right, almost done, guys. Just making sure the data is good.
Actually, Super Hex win.
I predict there's going to be one chart that won't have been updated.
Which one?
Always one. Always one.
There is
always one that keeps us wanting more, right? It's like, the next installment's going to have that updated. It's like a Persian flaw in the rug, right?
Or is that the one that never gets updated?
Which one are you talking about? I updated them all.
No. The one that you were struggling with the PowerPoint and
oh man, look, that's just how it shows up on the damn screen, man. I can't even control that because I forget about it. I forget about that damn thing. Fuck. Yeah, you're right, Bob. There is always one.
Yeah, right? See? I know.
There is always one. There is always one. You win. You win. I'm
wow.
like, what do you mean?
This is awesome. Was this today? Am I naive? I didn't see this?
Yeah, I haven't seen this. Hold on.
Yeah, that's what Super Hex Win wants us to put up on screen.
Dropping some more crumbs.
Is your pulse? Whoa, what the fuck?
So pulse is much bigger deal than anyone understands. You like the token. You wish you were a whale in it. Cool. You can be it now if you want.
Yeah,
because your pulse will be able to buy a large amount of the supply at launch, and that's all. That's for all tokens. Okay. So because it starts at 0.
Hmm.
So we basically set the price.
Right.
Hey, that was a 2 hour ago. 2 hour ago in Telegram.
Secret chat. Wait, hang
Oh
on.
my gosh.
Secret chat. Wow.
Oh, well, it's not secret no more.
Oh.
This is great.
That's crazy.
All right. It's like buying ETH at 100,000 ETH when it first launched. That would be good.
And analog screen capture.
What?
What?
How low tech are you, Papa?
Do you remember like when you were, well, you don't remember when like I was a kid, you would have to hold up tracing paper and tape it to the TV screen.
Oh my
trace
god.
around your cartoon characters.
Tracing paper.
Tracing paper.
remember-
That
I
was like
remember
high
tracing paper.
technology.
Yes.
And if you ran out of tracing paper, go steal your mum's baking paper. I'll do the same thing.
Oh yes.
Right.
Yes, exactly. The parchment. You know, I was trying to tell my kid. I said, my wife asks my son, "Do you know what film is?" And my son's like, "Film?" I said, "Yeah, like photographic film." He's like, "No." Okay.
Oh,
Imagine there was a plastic with some kind of photosensitive type of chemical gelatin that's baked onto it, and you show the light to it really quick through a shutter, and it burns it in. But you won't know how good the picture is for weeks because you got to take it and get it developed, and they print the positive on the paper and give you the negatives back. Oh, we went down such a rabbit hole. He's like, wait a minute, I just want to point and click on my camera. Come on.
Ask them if they know what a overhead projector is.
Oh, jeez. Oh, yeah.
I still have it
back in the day. Yeah.
I still have it in school.
Whoever created that ought to be horsewhipped. It's the devil's machine. Do you remember the types of damn pens you had to write on that thing? And then some like, okay, see, your normal teacher wouldn't be there, right? And then your substitute would come in and then he'd write with a Sharpie by accident and we'd all laugh, right? Because it's all permanent on the glass.
Yeah.
Jeez. That overhead projectors and chalkboards ought to be like, if they still are used anywhere in the world, Bill Gates has to have a word with these people. Like, give them money just to do away, eradicate the world with, from those two devices.
Yeah. Overhead projector.
A good idea. We should get Kyle to write a layman's guide for Pulse.
That's a good one, man. That's a good
funny,
one.
man. That's funny. That is funny.
Just buy everything. Buy everything you can afford.
Buy everything you can find.
That was funny, man. That was funny.
Like, can you imagine, like, if Pulse is responsible for having, like, a second mania phase?
Oh, that would be crazy.
Wait a second. Look at this. What? I thought Richard was just going to turn off all the fake admin key DeFi shit. And now he's saying it'll probably be worth the least, which means it carries over. He's not going to turn it off. He's going to port it all over. He's just going to say snapshot. Everybody gets everything.
I think he's still trying to figure it out. Because he was saying like something, like I was reading over what he wrote in the Telegram chat yesterday actually, and what he wrote was that if it's a pin, that pin message, if you had Ethereum at any point in time, you were gonna get Pulse. So,
damn it!
Yeah.
Damn it! 4 fucking days to finish up the game theory. I love it.
Yeah,
guys,
it's gonna be crazy, man.
There's a deadline. I've decided that, and done.
What the?
Well, I mean, look at the last item. The last item was important. You know, like you guys, it says if you guys got any input, you know, now's the time. So I'm not good at this kind of stuff, clearly. So whoever is, definitely submit their information post haste. He's up for it.
Oh yeah,
And there's just so many different ways, right? This could go. And some people have had some pretty good ideas. So you know.
Can you believe the 4 days, and you have to create the game theory of the crypto universe?
It's coming.
ETH. That's amazing. He's been working on it for like what, a month? It'll be the end. The end of this month would be 1 month since he said he was going to open up the chat and work on things. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That's kind of amazing. Amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys. Yeah, I did. I took care of that Sherwin guy. I put him in timeout.
Yeah, you may have to do more than that if he's horsing around with the whole, you know,
yeah, I haven't
racism thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
14 days.
Yeah.
Wait, what? No, 4 days, not 14.
I think he disappeared.
23 full days.
Wow. It is crazy.
Crazy.
I can hear Wales' laptop working overtime.
You hear that in the background? Oh man! All right, let me make sure everything is copacetic.
Right.
Shit engine.
That thing is just zooming in the background. Oh man, I'm hype about Pulse, bro. Like this shit's gonna be crazy. No matter what he does, I know it's gonna be good. I mean, I'm not even worried about it. It's wild. Like it's just gonna be good, whatever it is.
I'm just worried about I think that there's going to be a war. It's going to be a economic war that we're going to be in the center of.
Well, that's what it is, bro. We already been in the center of it.
Yeah, but this is going to be like 3 parties this time. There's going to be three different sides. It's a triangular type of battle. Finance 1.0, crypto, and then Pulse.
Yeah,
crazy.
Yeah, it is. It is. I mean, it's a battle that needs to be fought, man. Unfortunately,
yeah,
because crypto is no longer what it was meant to be. So
yeah.
You know, it's interesting
Free market
times.
decide.
Correct. Assuming they let us have one, or assuming we want to keep one, right? Because it's really on the people. And this is what people need to understand. Everybody makes that choice. So
I can only imagine this is going to be like the gold bugs hating the crypto guys because we're stealing their market cap. So we're like stealing Ethereum's market cap. Or something.
Yep, you better believe it. I'm ready when you guys are. Let me
whenever. Yeah, whenever. I'll just bring you up.
I forgot about that part.
You see Blue Bum's comment?
Offer another change.
I would be surprised if there wasn't any bridges. As far as airdropping, I don't know about all that, but I would be surprised.
I don't think he'll airdrop another change.
Yeah, I don't see why
there'll be bridges.
That.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There'll be ADA and DOT and everything.
Yeah, but there's
going to be bridges.
Yeah.
No, there's going to be bridges. There won't be an airdrop.
Not sure why there'd be a bridge to ADA, but sure, why not?
Well, because you want to turn on a whole bunch of, believers, right?
Sure. Right.
Hey, before we start,
what's up, bro?
I just wanted to see, did anybody get an update on how Bristology's doing with his recovery?
He was texting yesterday, right?
Yeah.
I guess he was texting from the hospital.
Yeah. I haven't heard anything.
I was a bit upset because they said that they wouldn't allow him to keep the parts, I told him to put it on his mantle, suspend it in a bottle and to show everybody. But nobody ever does that. Why not?
Yeah. Well, hope he's on track.
No, he's handling it like a trooper. I mean, he was trolling from the hospital. I said, dude, aren't you like going into the OR pretty soon? You want to be trolling in there? He's like, they don't let you take your phone in. So,
all right,
he'll be fine. Come on.
Cool. Let the whales begin.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah, you're on.
Just remember, Briz says that the second hour is free.
All right, guys, let's get to it. Disclaimer: as always, the information displayed in this broadcast is known to cause increased amounts of FOMO. HexAsians and their guests are not responsible for any losses you may accrue for having. I don't even know what kind of hands can we use today. Just fingers, no palms.
Pinky fingers.
Right? Oh, man. All right. So we're on day 497, day 510 in reality. And what we have here is an outstanding chart that is staying true to form. We are dipping. And if we keep going lower, I'm just going to keep buying because why not? I just don't. Hold on, guys.
Brizology is here. Hello, sir.
Sorry about that, guys. All right. So what we're comparing here is Bitcoin, Ethereum, Hex, and T-shares for the first 497 days, respectively. And so far, Hex is at 7,152 rounding down. T-shares are at 12,626 rounding down, and Ethereum is all the way down here at 655. And Bitcoin is, just laying there waiting. Well, in reality, during this time, there was a transaction that happened that put it at like 0.0065 cents. And I think it happened maybe like 30 days ago. So it's like here. But again, it's just a flat line now until we get to that day, that 562nd day. So still the same thing. It's really up until that point in time, you don't get any consistent activity on the network because that transaction hit the news and so on and so forth. So it became a thing after that point in time. So that's why I cover it like that. This is post-big payday, and this is again how I knew the answer to my question after I actually thought about it. We're less than halfway through the post-big payday period in terms of an annual basis. So yeah, most people, if you staked longer than 10 years, and if that max was 30% or whatever that number is, right, you shouldn't be there already. Should be below it or right below it. But as we can see, the first halving index, what we're comparing here are the each halvings of the Bitcoin, first, second, and third, which happened on these respective dates. 28th of November 2012, the 9th of July 2016, and the 11th of May 2020. And the first halving, we are at 945, rounding up. The second halving is at 119, rounding down. The third halving is at 132, rounding up. And the Hex post-big payday is at 299. Or 290, sorry, rounding up. And as always, it's just hovering, right? It's just consolidating for that next move higher. That's really just what's happening here. And if we do, I think we probably hit this 256 mark already in percentage terms. So the market's probably bottomed out already because it rarely does any move lower than those values from a support resistance perspective. So it'll probably just tap here and move back higher. I don't know where price is now, but odds are we are still moving up from where we were. Give me a second. Just want to be sure. Because it definitely shot up
from that 144 price level earlier. Yep, it's still going. We've hit a couple of levels that usually signify support on the chart. We'll go over it in a little bit. Yeah, this is a nice looking chart. But we'll go over it in a little bit. Whoops. All right. So yeah, that's that. T-shares versus Ethereum and Bitcoin. Versus Ethereum is a pink line, and versus Bitcoin is an orange line. We're still at 0.5%, a little above versus Bitcoin for the T-shares, and we're at about 12% versus Ethereum. So again, we're just maintaining value, and that's the whole point, right? We don't lose traction no matter what. We're always maintaining it, and this is the thing that's important to understand, right? As long as you're not taking losses, you're always winning. Very important to understand that, because a zero is always greater than a negative. That's a mathematical fact. So yeah. Oh, what the hell is this? I didn't even realize this was good. See, you see this? It's not what it looked like. It's just so annoying. All right, the point has been made. All right, you guys get what I'm trying to show you here. 36.98 APY. T-shirt rate is at 17.669, and I think on Gold.hex is almost at 17,560, if not a few hex away from that. I mean, this shit is just rocketing higher. Yeah, it's at 6 hex away from 17,560. So this is just plugging right along, man. Like, this is just crazy. These short stakes keep coming in, and they keep ripping that T-shirt rate. It's just nonstop. 10,000 hex is at 100. Well, right now it's at 152 and change. Let's see, where are we? Yep, 152 and 47 with change. So there you go. T-shirts is 274 with 74 cents. I mean, it's gonna be higher now for sure. Let's see. Oh, actually lower. Oh, that's interesting. Lagging a little bit, but 265 on here. That's fine. So T-shirt rate's probably a little bit lower. It's probably more in line with reality. All right. So pair up T-shirt sum line. As always, this is the aggregate sum of hex received per single T-share. And right now, since inception, we're at 1,883.54 hex per T-share. The hex index is again at 7,152, rounding down. So, as always, we're just chopping around before we just tag the line again. Hard to see, but the line seems to be that it's going to enter its S phase, or it's going to make just another line with another angle on it. I'm not sure what the angle is going to be just yet. I don't know if you guys can even see it because it's very small, but there's been another move similar to this one in the payout sum. And again, that's just showing, right, that it's getting a little more expensive to earn interest, because if the angle becomes less steeper, that means the returns that it's returning, or the returns that it's generating, are slightly less, right? And this is how the curve becomes an S over time. Again, with the payout per T-shirt sum index, and here again you see it has a little rollover going on, but it's still a positive slope. And we've already surpassed 170,765 in terms of a return on an index basis. I mean, this is just crazy, right? Because this is with one T-share, just one, right? This is why T-shares are so valuable, right? These returns, Bitcoin isn't providing these returns in year 1 or 2, right? That's a fact, right here in your face. Payout per T-share index, just letting us know that the system has increased the payout per T-share 5-fold since inception, and the daily payout index, excuse me, guys, has increased 170 times since inception. This is what this is telling us. That's the system payout. So 5-fold to the individual, 170 times to the system. Pretty amazing stuff. Total T-shares again hovering nicely above 11.1 million trillion shares. Daily payout for the system is at 63.248 million hex, and the payout per T-share yesterday was 5.702 hex per T-share. And again, we're going to go through these charts, and I just want you guys to focus on the beginning, right? The short end of the curve, because that's what affects the rate right now. And we're starting from 329 all the way through this month, or today, sorry, right now, which is 426. So this is going to be almost a month of snapshots. I'm only showing 4 charts, so there's going to be a time gap here between 4.6 and 4.26. So this is 4. Well, did I skip some? I guess I only got 3 charts. Okay. Oh, this shit is out of order. How about that? That's great. Give me a second, guys, because that's going to annoy the shit out of me. All right. Not sure how that even happened. All right. Okay. All right. So again, we're just gonna scroll through these. Just please pay attention to the cursor where it's at, and just watch the bars, the horizontal bars, as they poke through or don't. Big drop, big move, even bigger move. Right. This is over the past few days. Right. And this is even greater than what used to happen before. Before, the bar would only protrude to a third of the way. This is now a half of the way through the cursor. Because I'm still keeping that same reference point of 323. That's always been the same one. Right? So let's go back to that. See? So this has always been the same. The only thing that's changed has been the stuff that comes after. So a t-shirt rate is about to keep going up. And as you guys can tell down here too, right? Like the stakes are getting chunkier down here. So people are figuring out how the system works. And the people that can afford it are pricing out those that cannot. And this is why, if you cannot, you stake now and you stake long and you don't play around, because it's going to cost you, right? We see it in the share rate, and we see it how the system works over time. And you know, the stakes, this is just a few months away, right? This is February 2022, right? This is just a few months away. Like, it seems like it's a year away, but it's not. We've already done 16 months in hex time, right? So what's another 12? People are, you know, time moves by pretty fast. And here we have a nice another wall. The stakes is going to come out in a year and a half. Like all of this stuff, right? People wait. And the next thing you know, it's July 2022. You're like, crap. So, you know, not to build a sense of urgency, but just understand how the system works and what is actually happening, right? Because this thing is working. It's doing what it's supposed to do. And going over the correlation, it's 0. And again, this is all time, so this is not an average. This is just what it is all time. And this is Hex versus Ethereum, and it's the same for Bitcoin, 0 all time. And as always, I like to highlight the grouping of the scatter plot and how it's mostly on the right side of the x-axis for Hex, which is important. That shows stability. That shows asymmetric risk returns, and that's what people want to see. So yeah, so that's that. And payout per t-shirt or the Hex at the time of grabbing this price was 1.5 cents, and that gave us a payout per t-shirt in dollar terms of 8.5 cents, giving us an adjusted Hex value of 10 cents. So there we go, and giving us a Hex PE with respect to the payout of 17.32%, which is much lower than the all-time low of 551% for the S&P 500 price to earnings ratio. And I just want to remind people of the network effect, in case they forgot how it actually works. We don't go straight up, we go sideways, then up. And we're still in sideways phase, because until people recognize that Hex exists and it's not just us, right? It's going to take time for the plane to take off. And that's just how it works. Sometimes it's like that. Sometimes it's like this. Sometimes it's like that. Just how it works. And that's all I got, guys. Anybody got any questions? Any specific chart?
Nice. Thanks for that. No questions here. Don't know if anyone else had questions.
See if there's anything in the chat just in case, because I wasn't looking at it. No, I don't see any. All right, cool.
No. Yeah.
Cool. That's all I got, guys. So we can get back to the general topic.
Much appreciated, Well, as always.
Man,
Thanks, Wales. Yeah, good stuff.
my pleasure, guys. My pleasure, guys.
Thanks, Wiles. That was great. Yeah.
Oh, actually, I wanted to talk about the hex price. I forgot.
Oh, no worries.
Come on, I want to know how long until I'm filthy rich. Get to the price.
Filthy rich. Oh,
I came here to get rich really quick.
Like
yeah,
now, not later. Yeah, I wish it was that easy, right?
You buy something 2 seconds later, when Lambo.
Yeah, done. Oh man, so all right, cool. We'll check this out. Very simple stuff. Downward sloping trend. Building a diverging base across the board. This is just what we're seeing in every indicator. And this is how you know bottoms are happening in real time. All right, you want to be trash? That's fine. But yeah, this is how you know bottoms are happening in real time. No questions asked. Now, the thing about it is that we actually bottomed out last week. Now, how is that? Well, it's because it really didn't go anywhere, right? If you look at this low, which is the one that happened last week, the price didn't really go anywhere relative to that. That low was 146.801. Yeah, that's the low. The low we went here. The lowest we went here was 142, basically. So, you know, we're just retesting. And this is the first time Hex has done that. And since Big Payday, really, you know, and that's the thing. Like, is this really a retest, or are we going to keep going lower? It's a good question. It could go lower, right? I don't think we're going to go lower because we've kind of reached the lower bound of the usual limits. And even with respect to the T-share, right, we're kind of like at depressed levels for how it usually moves. And then you have the indicators are kind of reaching their maximum lower bound as well on multiple time frames, because even though you have the same indicator 2 times, there are 2 velocities because I'm measuring 2 time periods. So it's 9 and 21, right? And then the MACD is giving us kind of the same point of view where we've reached the lower bound in terms of extreme for the MACD. And then price is lower at this point, right? And typically when something like that happens, that's usually an exhaustion move. So we'll see. If it breaks this line, you know, watch out. But if it doesn't, also watch out. So, interesting time. I mean, I think we're done here. Because, again, it's just too close to that previous low. And the way that it's moved already, that just signifies a low. And the daily chart always is also looking like we've kind of reached those levels where it's hard to just keep moving lower for Hex. And interestingly enough, it's right above the moving average where it usually does stop, right? Which is this one. Usually stops around this one. So now my question comes, are we really picking a higher elevation now? Right? Because we never really surpassed the previous resistance level, right? We're still here. We're still above all of this. So, and as always, you know, Hex moves down slowly. It's never really a bear market. It just goes there because people are selling because they're selling. So we haven't really even gone anywhere, right? We went from 2.5 cents to 1.5 cents. Like people didn't even think we were going to hit 1 cent last year, and we ran into 2, right? So it's all about perspective and understanding that we've only been around for 16 months, and this shit is fucking great. So people just need to learn how to look at the market and stop acting like this shit is a bear market, because Hex is never, ever, ever going to have one. This is the extent of a fucking bear market in Hex. Like, I find it funny that people still use that term in regards to Hex. It's pretty clear that shit is not physically possible. Like, it's right in your face. So please, use the correct terminology. And that's all I got.
Thanks, Wise. That was.
Thank you. Yeah.
Nice. Thanks.
No problem. Just sticking to the facts, man. Just sticking to the facts. Nothing else we can do, guys. It's easy to get lost in nonsense just because prices isn't going straight up. When nothing moves linearly, right? Like, very important to remember that. Very important to remember that.
All right.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. I'm just going to bring something up. Don't know if anyone's tracking the liquidity pool. Stupid flickering. Hang on. There we go.
There we go.
Yeah, just for the USDC pair, like it's just going up. There's just more and more money in there. I don't know if this is the actions of the community or the actions of obviously the largest holder. So we're up. We're about 5 million, 5.5, I think now. Just going straight up. Even though prices are coming down and whatnot. I don't know if that has an effect on trying to cushion the sell pressure a little bit. Actually, I haven't looked at the ETH one. I should probably look at that ETH one. Oh, ETH is... Ooh, okay. That's a different picture. And that's just 2 million, so 7 million? 7, 8 million? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, no, that's it. Got nothing more. Anyone else has anything to add before we, might be a good.
Did you want to go over that Chinese digital currency article that I found last night?
Oh yeah, sure.
Hold on, isn't it multiple countries that are now trying to do? Oh, did you hear the BIS? Did you guys hear the BIS trying to talk about that?
BIS
this past weekend?
Really?
No.
Have you got the link or something? Or?
Nah, I think the guy did a video. I'll find it.
Okay. No worries. We'll probably talk about that one later. But yeah. So I don't think this is a big concern with Alipay and all the others.
Oh, you don't think so? I think they might even cannibalize those two services, and then just have a monopoly with their own with the actual digital fiat currency. So I don't know. Yeah.
Because isn't that the goal? Like they didn't want the transactional aspect of anything to do with with the yuan to be in private hands. Well, technically, Alipay is not private. Well, we all know it's controlled. I mean, that includes Tencent for WeChat and whatnot.
Yeah.
So, well, you know what I mean. It's just people of who live in that side of the earth where you are allowed to be rich.
Yeah.
Oh well, that has always been the plan. But I think it's definitely much bigger than just used on a local scale and on just within the country. I think it will probably branch out to settling real time between its member countries.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway,
Yeah.
Jack Ma is not the richest person anymore.
Nope.
What?
Oh, here's a silly thing. You know, speaking of the richest person, Elon Musk is going to be hosting Saturday Night Live.
What?
So
What?
yeah.
Are
Isn't
you
that weird?
serious?
It's
Wait,
weird.
I'll look this up.
I can't imagine that there wouldn't be a sketch about Doge and Bitcoin. It's going to be very, very strange.
That would. Yep.
There
That'd
it
be
is
some
right
nice
there,
publicity for crypto, though. Yeah.
Yeah.
Twitter calls it worst thing since Donald. Wow.
It's going to be horrible, but they can think of a million jokes, right?
Yeah.
Miley Cyrus. What? Okay.
Wow.
That's a weird duo to have on one day.
It's surreal. It's really, really weird.
Oh, well, you need someone in the entertainment. Well, yeah, okay. So he's worth 177 billion. Yada. Okay. Oh well, there you go. There you go. Lock. I'll just quickly browse through the Korean sites and see if there's something. Well, South Korea household debt to GDP is 100%. Not surprised. Any crypto news? Nope.
Click the link I posted in the chat.
Oh yeah. No, I've never seen this. Oh well, but still, okay. Oh, I remember this one. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
So that's a problem, right?
Yeah.
So, can have a quick read.
So basically, they're trying to interject themselves into the crypto system, basically. Create their own crypto system. Yada, yada.
Yeah.
Just like China. Same difference.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Oh, we got a good question here. Oops. Just asking about the when you showed the liquidity. Just asking kind of what it indicates. Any theories?
Liquidity? What liquidity? I don't understand.
The liquidity pools in Uniswap for Hex.
It's because it's rising.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just gonna say. I think it's a double-edged sword. I mean, with liquidity anyway.
Yeah.
Does it the thicker the book, then the less volatile it is. Also means there's less opportunity to pump.
Yeah, it's harder to pump.
If you asked the last month, why did we shoot up? Don't know. I don't know if it's if this is the OA or is this just the entire community just decided they wanted to earn some fees.
Mm.
I mean, why would you do that? I mean, when you can stake it.
Yeah. I don't think being a liquidity provider is pretty lucrative right now. So that earning fees don't really make that much sense to me. So I don't know.
Well, I mean, I'd say if anything, it's probably just market adjusting itself because again, value is accruing in the market, so it has to. More stuff has to. The increase in the valuation and the liquidity has to happen over time.
So I personally wouldn't read too much into it unless it actually causes a problem with price. So that's my 2 cents on that.
Blue Bum had an interesting comment there just now.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. It's a double-edged sword,
Yeah.
right? Just like Ben said.
Yeah.
So
Better middle class.
it is what it is, you know. People just need to not read into it too much. Because what you don't want is a copycat situation. So,
Yeah.
you know, where the price doesn't move. That's what you don't want. So,
Famous people dropping their own coins is kind of 2017, isn't it?
Yeah, it seems
That's
like
a top
a
signal.
topping signal. Yep.
Oh crap! Oh well, I don't want the ball to run the end because this will be one of the shortest ones. Like what?
M&M NFT. Wow.
I'm just going to look that up and see if I can find something about it. I think was it where like celebrities were doing like nails or something. Let's see, NFT.
I guess they're trying to replace the concert revenue. Since no concerts have been really.
nope.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Gotta rip off people somehow.
Oh wow, there you go.
Mike Conley says, so we should avoid that stuff at all costs? ? Well, Richard says, if you're selling it, don't avoid it. If you're buying it, avoid it.
Oh well, if you've got something to make that
M&M.
is some arbitrary value and you can sell it, sure.
Yeah, that brings up the. There was a Hexican that's related to one of the Three Stooges, Larry, and he brought that up. So it's Richard on that 8-hour stream about, hey, he wants to help the Three Stooges legacy into the 21st century. So he's like, yeah, sell it, get an NFT done.
He's like, wait, Richard, you don't like NFTs? And he said, no. If you're selling them, they make a lot of sense right now. Go. It's a lot of stupid people out there. Go get paid.
Yep.
Nothing wrong with that for sure.
Shady con.
Because Slim Shady building on the Shady brand.
Shady.
Yeah. By the way, does everybody remember the Three Stooges? Because I've asked a few people and they don't. So they should bring these guys into the 21st century.
Yeah, I love them.
A reboot.
I grew up.
No, not a reboot. The classics, but in NFT form.
Yeah, all them.
These guys, if no one knew.
And of course, Larry's the funniest one.
Yeah.
Which one's Larry again?
Larry's the one with the bird's nest haircut.
Oh yeah.
Which is like the only style that I can still grow.
You're funny, man. Oh, Papa, too funny.
Hang on, did the remake video?
Yeah, they did. Yeah, I think that's the shitty one that they did in the like 10 years ago or something.
Yeah. Well, it's good to know that we have a Hexican that's connected to them. That's great.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yep.
Passion project. No.
You know, Stimpy from Ren and Stimpy, the voice of the voice is based on Larry's voice.
Oh,
I didn't know that. That's cool.
Never knew that.
Yeah,
I love Ren and Stimpy. I love Ren and Stimpy.
Who's the what's the name of that voice? The guy used to be on Howard Stern, and he would do Larry Fine all the time, and it was hysterical because he would make him swear and talk about groping people and
What?
It's awesome. It's awesome to hear that coming in the perfect spot on Larry Fine's voice.
I don't remember. I wasn't really a Howard Stern fan like that, so I don't remember.
Yeah, you're from New York and you don't.
Yeah, nah.
Hey, yes, yes, Johnny. Yes, bring it on. Give me the best. You're the troll that I look up to always.
What is this? Machiavelli's something in the chat. Nice. All right. While Johnny is here, shall we close out the chat just to do a super troll him?
Oh,
I mean, close out the show, not the chat. Just,
I see what you did there, Johnny.
But anyway, if we've got nothing to add, I think let's just close it, shall we?
Yeah.
Yep.
We're calling it.
It's a good place to call it. Yeah.
We'll call it.
All right, fam. Smash the likes. Give us a follow. Appreciate you for all being here and being active in the chat. We had a good one today. Thanks.
Thanks, guys.
Awesome. Thanks,
Thanks, everyone.
Everyone.
Thank you.
Next week, same time.
Yeah.
Good one.